Hey guys, Joe here, Back to the Word, and welcome to the November 2025 Back to the Word Book Briefing episode, where I talk through some of my books that I just finished reading, or ones that I'm currently reading on my reading list, some recent arrivals from publishers and things that just got into my library, as well as some upcoming book releases in the Christian book world that I'm personally excited about and want to share with you guys. Just some reminders for these types of episodes and book briefing content. Major sections are timestamped below, so the different sections I mentioned, you can hop ahead to the section that most interests you. Also, helpful links are in the description of this video. If you have questions about the books I'm going to talk about just briefly here, let me know in the comments, as well as if you have ideas and desire me to do certain types of videos in the future on my channel, so put those in the comments. And I've also put a link to a playlist of other book briefing episodes like this one in the description of this video. So with that, let's hop into the normal content segments for my book briefing videos. First up, my reading list. So I want to highlight some books here that I am currently reading, just finished, or plan to read in the very near future. So the first one I want to highlight is this one right here, The Pilgrim's Progress, A Poetic Journey. I've been loving this thing and reading it to my daughter, who's just about 2.5. My Baptist roots are thriving right now. It's done by Paul and Stephanie Cox. So Paul Cox being the one behind Reformation Tunes. Just beautiful. This allegorical tale of Pilgrim's Progress, beautifully illustrated and put to rhythmic rhyme for young hearts, young minds. I am loving this book and would encourage you to check it out. This is the second edition that was published in 2024, 44 pages, really great and exciting, and you should check it out online. Second book that I am currently working through, I've posted it on my Instagram the other day when we hit release day, but it's this one right here from Alan J. Thompson, A Basic Guide to Biblical Theology, 9 Themes that Unite the Old and New Testaments. This book has been really good. Baker reached out to me and said, hey, we want to send you this book that's coming out. We think you would really enjoy it. When I looked at the description, I looked at the endorsements actually, because you have endorsements in the front from Graham Goldsworthy, Tom Schreiner, Benjamin Glad, Brian J. Tabb, Steve Wellum. I was like, oh, I'm in. And then when the book got here, beautiful content in here. He has the opening chapter is kind of how do we stitch the whole story of the Bible together? And then is it one cohesive whole? What is the movement? What is the Bible saying as one cohesive whole, as one story? And then he develops and talks through 9 themes throughout the chapters. I'm really enjoying it. And once I finish it, I'll put up a review. It's 200 pages and it came out in November of 2025. So just a few days ago from when I'm recording this, by Baker Academics. So check this book out if you're interested in biblical theology. Also, a note, I just finished this book right here. In the beginning was the word, from James M. Hamilton Jr. So Dr. Hamilton, professor of biblical theology at the Southern Baptist Theological Seminary. I love Dr. Hamilton's stuff. I'll be putting a video review up of this book soon. It took me about 2.5 months to get through this book that's only, right around 200 pages. But it's because it's about the structure of John's gospel and the contents of John's gospel, how it has a chiasm structure and is filled with multiple chiasms. And so I slowed down for this read. I love Dr. Hamilton's stuff, but I really had to read the Gospel of John as I was reading this book as well. And so you'll be able to see my full review post soon on my channel. So subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Hit the notification bell. And so when I review this and put the video up, you'll be notified about it. Moving into recent arrivals to my library from publishers and some that I've purchased as well that I'm just excited to get into and use. First up, a commentary on the Baptist Catechism published by Founders Press. So this is 512 pages and was published in September of 2025. So this commentary on the Baptist Catechism was written by Jim Scott Oric. I'm very excited to get into this and study it. The foreword was by Tom J. Nettles. If you don't know about the Baptist Catechism, obviously catechism, an idea of teaching biblical truths through a question and answer format. This was done shortly after the Baptist faith was founded towards the ends of the 1600s and really sold out and was super popular. The most recent edition, actually the only edition we have, is the 5th one. That's the oldest we have because the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th printings all were used and destroyed and used up. And so it was a very popular resource among Baptists. And so I'm really glad to see some people publishing these. There's some different versions of the Baptist Catechism out there you can get. It's built on the back of the 1689 Second London Baptist Confession. And so I'm excited to get into this commentary, really well printed from Founders Press, and I'm excited to get into it, and obviously hope to share a review and some different things when I do, but it is a reference work, so I don't know that I'm going to read it from cover to cover anytime real soon. Another thing that recently arrived from publishers, it was getting lots of attention online, and I wanted this resource too, is the CSB Connecting Scripture New Testament. So I actually have kind of a flip through video up on my channel. So there's the thumbnail. I'll link the video in the description. And so you can go see me flip through this and talk about this resource way more than I can here, but you should know G.K. Beale, Benjamin Glad were the overseeing editors for this project. And so they show through blue notations, direct quotations of the Old Testament in the New Testament, and green are the allusions in the New Testament to the Old Testament. And then the indices at the back, both one for the Old Testament and New Testament, are really worth the price of the book. So go check out my flip through if you want more of my words and recommendation of that resource right there. That was just released from Holman and B&H Publishing. All right, another one that I've already put a flip through video up for on my channel, but it's worth noting here. We've been waiting for it for a long time. Meet the Puritans came out from Reformation Heritage Books in the middle of October. Expanded edition right here, revised, so many more biographies, so many more summaries of Puritan works included in this edition. I put a flip through video up already on my channel, so I'll link to that in the video description. So there's the thumbnail right there. This is a beautiful resource. Reformation Heritage Books published the first edition, Meet the Puritans, in the mid-2000s. And for about 3 or 4 years now, I have known that Joel Beakey and others were working on this beautiful edition right here. They did a great job on the cover. They did an excellent job in the layout. It's currently on sale from Reformation Heritage Books for $55. It's usually like a $65 or $70 book. Thick here, beautiful resource. Yes, it's a reference resource, but it is a reference resource that if you love the Puritans, if you love the Dutch divines, those sorts of people, you're going to love this resource, and you're going to read much of it over time as you spend time reading their stuff as well. The last thing I'll mention in this segment of things that just recently arrived or came out is the Sing Hymnal from Crossway and Getty Music. Beautiful project. It's been in the works for over 5 years. They have a website behind this thing that's resourcing it, multiple cover options. This is something I'm excited to use in personal devotions. I hope to use it in my church in different ways and shapes and forms as well. And so you need to check this out. I've already done kind of a product review of it. So there's the thumbnail right there. A link in the description of this video. Go get my thoughts. Go see some of the resources behind it and the amazing things that Keith and Christian Getty, as well as Crossway, are doing with the Sing Hymnal. Multiple cover options. You need to check this out and think about using it. Some liturgies, some prayers in here, scripture reading, amazing hymns. Check this out wherever great books are sold. So now we're into the upcoming releases, some things that I'm personally excited about in the Christian book publishing world I want to talk about with you guys. First up, Essentials of Reformed Systematic Theology. So there is the cover right there. Mine is presently right now in the mail on the way here from Crossway. Exciting, just around 1,000-page treatment from Joel Beakey and Mark Jones, I believe it is, who did, Paul M. Smalley, who did Joel Beakey's Reformed Systematic Theology in 4 volumes, 4 massive volumes. I have them on ebook/PDF. I've used sections of them, and I really enjoy that resource. But this Essentials of Reformed Systematic Theology is taking all 4 of those, simplifying it down, simplifying some of the language, helping them get to the basics of doctrine, apply it to life, and live it out. And it's written for lay people in the pew. It's written for pastors. I'm hopeful to maybe read through it next year. You can read through it about 3 to 4 pages a day. You can go through it in that sort of way. And so it just looks like an excellent resource from Crossway, from Joel Beakey, from Paul M. Smalley, and coming out from Crossway Books. It released the very beginning of November. Mine's in the mail. I'll share it with you guys on my Instagram as soon as it comes in, and obviously I'll share some reviews and stuff as I spend time with that resource as well. And it's going to have 1,088 pages according to the Crossway website. Another resource that I'm personally kind of excited about, just released from Lexham Academic, which is the Heidelberg Catechism, a historical, theological, and pastoral commentary. So there is the cover right there from R. Scott Clark. I'm looking forward to this one arriving from the publisher soon as well. It's released kind of mid-November or November 12th, 2025, and it's just over 1,000 pages as well. Yes, I'm Baptist. I'm not Presbyterian or, those sorts of things. But this is one of those catechisms that is part of the Reformed kind of standards of unity. And so when I saw that you can get some things on the Heidelberg Catechism, that, are theological and explain some things that way that are kind of devotional. But this is a really cool intersection of someone who has taught the Heidelberg Catechism, and I know R. Scott Clark and some of the other things that he has done. And so to bring together something on the Heidelberg Catechism that is theological, historical, and pastoral, and a commentary is a really cool resource. And so I'm thankful that Lexham is going to publish this, and I'm excited to have it in my library soon as a reference resource, and we'll share some photos and some things like that about it as soon as it arrives in my library as well. The last one I want to highlight is out from Crossway. It just switched, actually today on their website, I noticed it switched from pre-order to in-stock from Crossway. So you'll be seeing inbox kind of things from publishers and publishing houses soon about this. Sales, release things for it is The Death of Christ, which is the John Owen Complete Collection, volume number 9. This is since Crossway released that they were going to do the complete works of John Owen's set. You see some of the entries that are out already up here on my shelf. I have been waiting for this one to drop. So this is The Death of Christ, also known to many people as The Death of Death in the Death of Christ. So this is John Owen's treatment, defense of, and articulation of limited, or what some call definite, atonement. And so up until this point, the really popular version, I've got one of them right here with the cover, has been the Banner of Truth version, The Death of Death in the Death of Christ, which has the introduction by J.I. Packer. And so this is an excellent version. They actually recently did a hardback edition as well. And so their release, Crossway is doing their own kind of edition as a part of the complete works of John Owen. And so I've been waiting for this one to drop, because for each one of these, not only has Crossway been publishing the original text formatted for modern readers, but they've also had someone oversee that volume, write a really great introduction to that work, also do an outline of the complete work, and give you tools and things to help you read and understand what Owen is saying in that work, or the works that are included in that collected volume. And so this is one that I personally have been excited to get from the moment Crossway announced they were going to publish all of Owen's works in 40 volumes. And so this volume, when it arrives, is going to have 664 pages according to the website, and it releases mid-November 2025. So with that, if there's some books that are coming out soon that you're personally excited about, I would love to hear what you're excited to read in the comments below of this video. Also, just a reminder, other book briefing videos like this one are linked in the playlist that's in the video description. Also, if you have questions about any of the books I just stated or talked about, comment those below. I love to learn with you guys, try to answer kind of any questions you have if I have the answers to those. So this channel is Back to the Word. My channel exists to equip and encourage you to read the Bible, good books like the ones I just mentioned, and have conversations that truly matter. If you want more content like that in your inbox, in your notification stream, in your YouTube, please hit subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you love these books and you want more people to see this video, please share it with others as well. So until next time, continue to read, treasure, follow the word. God bless, and I'll see you guys soon.